Does everyone here know what the gist of this mode is?
I don't really know that much about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, I will explain. So, there will when we start the game, a single player will be given the role of Red Thing. Everybody else will be villagers. Each night, the things may convert one villager into a thing. Okay? All good so far?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
During the day, as a village, we're not testing to straight up execute somebody. We're voting to test somebody. And if the person we vote for is a villager, they're spared. We know they're a villager. But if the person that we test is a thing, they're killed. Okay? So voting for somebody is it's a communal seer check, effectively. And if they're guilty, they're killed.
So it's not as risky as actually lynching.
Oh, yeah, if you're innocent, you've got little to worry about with that. But we do have a limited number of tests available, so we can't waste them. Now, if the test successfully finds a thing, we get to test again. Yeah? In that sense, it's a little bit like playing pool. As long as you keep potting balls, you can keep having goes. With me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So the last bit to explain, which is arguably the bit that people suffer the most with and struggle the most to understand, is the notion of the free test. Okay? At the start of the day, the village gets a free test where they can test a villager, find a villager, and then test again. Right? Normally, if you test a villager, it goes to night. But the first test that you use on a day, if you test a villager, you can test again. Right? If, however, the day starts, we test somebody, and they turn out to be a thing, if we test the next person, they turn out to be a villager, it will then go to night. Because it's only free if it comes up as a villager. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Silence.
Makes sense to me, but I don't think you're explaining it to me.
Yeah, I was hoping that you already knew how it worked, Shane. You've played this a number of times.
I think I know. I've got a vague idea.
I think I know what you mean.
Hey.
Hello. Snap's not joining. Correct. So Snap's a BRBT, but you are joining. Join then. Okay. And then we'll do an activity check and whatnot and start this. Get the show on the road. So we're playing voice and on webcams, but they are being streamed to Twitch, so don't speak and don't show your faces if you don't want to be on the internet.
Hello, internet.
Hi, Mum. I'm on the
time.
time.
Enough of my face and voice on the internet already. There's no point in trying to hide it any further.
I'll make sure that I've got the right window open.
Hello, future digital archaeologists who have found this footage and are trying to make sense of it. This is what
who
we did
is
for
MK,
fun.
really?
Huh?
Who was MK? The mysterious MK.
I don't think that's what they're looking for. But
why wouldn't they be looking for who
they're
MK
just trolling. They're trolling through Twitch, trying to figure out why people did this.
It is a bit odd. If you tried to explain 20 years ago, if you tried to explain the idea of Twitch to somebody, they'd there would be much
Even
doubt.
to gamers.
But
I think there's a
people
lot
were
of gamers
fairly
who would
happy
just be
with
like,
streaming football and things like that. So streaming games and stuff is not
20
that
years ago,
different.
20 years ago, it was difficult enough to get people to think that esports would ever be a thing.
True.
That's like 20 years ago. Was I playing games? Yes, I was playing games. How old was I? Oh, let's not think about this.
Yeah, stop there. Stop there.
Backing out of that conversation. That's a cul-de-sac of humanity that we don't want to go down.
so will we get free tests in this game?
Yes.
Yes.
In theory, and we have tests to prove this, we have tests to prove that the tests work. We won't get a free test if there's 5 or fewer people left alive.
Okay, interesting.
And as long as there is more than that, we should get the free test.
And then we can see if the game feels fair or not. Obviously, it's difficult to judge balance on a single game, but we should have a rough idea of if it felt all right.
I'll try and figure out like a headcanon way to make this logical to me. Like 5 or fewer people means there's not enough people to go down to the shops to get the reagents for the tests.
Yes.
That's what it could be. I don't know.
I'm just thinking of it like we've used up all the tests we've got at that point. So
What if you haven't? What if you haven't been testing and you get? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe that makes sense.
Everyone wants to just oi up so that we know everyone's here. And then Mark can do the magic, pushing of buttons and making it actually explode. Sorry, start the game.
it's nothing quite like a live test.
Just Asteron.
Are you here, Asteron?
Yup.
Yeah. Can you oi in chat for us, please?
Perfect. That's everyone.
Okay. Clicking the magic button now.
Ooh.
Day 1.
I read something
so-
about a piano. I'm not
It
sure.
feels weird with there only
You're
being
a
like
piano.
one message.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit empty.
I suggest a full
Yeah.
claim. I'm a villager.
I have already got there ahead of you. I am also a villager.
Yeah,
Can I just say that I'm a protector?
I'm Demon Lord.
Doubt.
I have 2 suspicious claims.
No, Diamond, I don't ever self-prot, because self-protting sucks.
Yes, you should die in glory.
Except when you die.
Yeah, except when you die from not self-point, you think, I could have stopped that happening.
But you
Yeah, but
died
that-
with glory and honour.
But you still died at night 1 in a game that's going to be going on for days that you now have no participation in.
But you played the game correctly, so at least you can have that. You know, sometimes your aces get cracked. it happens. It happens.
Well, this is a long day 1.
Uh-huh.
There's a
I mean,
bit.
if you self-prot night 1 and get killed night 2, you also didn't participate at all.
Got a whole day of glorious participation.
Got a whole day of shitposting!
I should probably
It's
make
just-
this day a little bit
it's-
quicker, right?
It's to set the scene,
Yeah, it should be a bit
establish team
faster.
bonds.
It's like, did people read the brief? Do we all know why we're here? In this
Figure out who's
Arctic
trying to
wasteland?
deflect.
I was told there are free cookies here.
There's definitely something going on here.
I am excited for testing people. This is going to be a good experience. We're just going to find the things immediately.
So,
Why did you call it? why did
mic's
you
off,
call it like
webcam's off.
COVID mode.
Fortunately, no music either as it's being streamed.
Just the glorious sound of silence.
Maybe a 2-minute night when there's only one thing isn't strictly necessary.
Yeah. But then you don't want the village to necessarily know there's only one thing, so that would only be able to be done on night 1.
Yeah, the first night could always be a quick night.
Except you got someone like missing it because it's so short. And then the game is a bit weird. But
Yeah, because sometimes the game does just, if it's too short, it just skips the a new day begins phase. It just goes straight to, hello, it's morning.
Does it? No, I was thinking a 1 minute.
It has done that to me in the past in a Steam game recently.
that's rude.
So, good news, I'm still a villager, so no need to test me. That'd be a wasted test.
Well, that's
I
interesting.
protected Target.
I was going to say I will
Night.
volunteer as tribute for the first test so we can get the ball rolling and make sure. So it's like Shane
And go
doesn't want to
tonight.
be tested.
But see, now
I don't
you've
wanna
said
be tested.
that, it sounds
I don't
like
need to be tested.
Voting,
Can
Diamond
someone-
Dog. You vote somebody.
But like, how many?
I think we
tests-
should.
Like,
I think. Oh, sorry.
if we get curse wrong, it goes to night, right?
Exactly.
No, we have a
seasoned
free
role
test.
players.
We have a free test.
Yeah, we have a free test every day. So, the first test of the day, no matter what the result is, always passes to the next test. And then from the second test onwards,
And when
any
do we get the results of the
villagers
test?
immediately.
At the end of the voting phase. So we've got
Yeah.
about 3 minutes per voting phase.
Okay. It's a pretty
so
long
Unless we hit
day.
end day, etc.
Yeah, we can end day, so we can
So
decide early on to go. Yeah,
okay, so end day doesn't actually end it. It just
it ends
just
the
ends this
voting
testing
phase. Yeah.
it just triggers the vote. Okay.
So with the free test, you basically you kind of want to confirm if you've got strong suspicions on a thing, you want to get them with the second test. You want to get a villager with the first test.
Fuck off.
Huh?
Oh, nice.
Please do not swear. We are live on Twitch.
We are live on Channel 4.
Why are we voting, Josh? Is it because of the tea bags or?
I haven't
Because-
voted anyone yet.
We're just
I
doing
don't-
I
random.
have not
for
voted
now.
anybody either yet, but wasting
I'm
me
going to
is
vote Samul.
voting me is a waste of time. So I'm sus of MK for jumping on that lynch train.
It's
I'm
why
jumping
do you
on
think it's
all
a
the
waste of
Well,
time?
we have a
trains
free
apart from the
test,
people
so-
who are not
Yeah.
volunteering. Sorry,
I mean,
apart from the people who are volunteering.
Getting a thing isn't the end of the world, so I'm also happy to get a thing.
But you say we but then why should we get the thing with the second thing?
There's a lot of uses of the word thing there when real words would have been a lot more useful.
He knows what game
No,
he's in.
I mean, okay. Well, my curse said that, like, if you have a suspicion of a thing, can't we just call it COVID?
We could call it infection mode, but I think that would trigger some PTSD on a few of us.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
definitely
no,
not affection
I
mode.
meant
It's
like
definitely not.
he said if you got a suspicion on the thing, you should do it with the second vote. But as far as I understood, if you get one with the first vote, you get a second vote anyway, don't you?
But it's a waste, so it's good to get a confirmed non-thing in the first one because that way you can trust that person's judgment for the rest of that
Yes,
day.
Rox, but in my case, it is
Yeah,
an
but-
actual waste.
That makes sense.
But what does the judgment of one person for? Okay, it's probably something for the later game, because at the moment, like,
Actually, I'm switching to rocks.
If we confirm Josh, like, what does it do?
It means that he's not
rocks.
being distracted by saying, "Let's test Shane." Yeah, that's definitely a good use of it. It's just it's the only intel we've got, really. It's
Yeah,
the main
I
thing
get
about
it, but I just think like on a like what is it, day 2, like we got so many potential options, and like even if we test Josh and Josh isn't the thing, like what
I'm
kind of
Snapdragon.
intel will he?
We're on
Peter,
Twitch.
yes. Okay, so we test Snapdragon, and like today, what does it bring us when we know it's not Snapdragon? So we just vote who Snapdragon votes?
Well, we don't really know for
It
sure.
doesn't give you a huge amount. Like, it's not a major source of intel. It's just something.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not supposed to be perfect.
I'm voting Josh because he normally
Snap.
got a good gut feeling. Snap.
Also,
I'm not
be
changing
careful
from
that
rocks
we
at this
don't.
point.
Yeah,
Don't
be
tie.
careful that we,
Make sure.
if we tie it, it doesn't do the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
So
Vox is human.
Rox is human, so Rox is verified now. So any gut reads that Rox has got and who might be evil, we should listen to, right?
Yeah.
But this is like, so we've used.
Wait, so did we confirm rocks?
Yes.
We
did
can confirm that
Rocks,
for the rest of
Rocks
today.
is just confirmed
Rocks
as
is
not
village.
thing.
Why is Samusha just need to test Rocks again?
And because of
Someone is
that,
trolling.
I'm now wanting to test some more again.
Yeah.
Huh.
Who do you think rocks? Who should we be testing?
I'm willing
Think-
to check Samul.
No, I think that's just a bit memey. I don't think that is genuine from Samul.
I think he was trolling.
Can I just say that Estron is very, very quiet? Oh,
Yes.
you had the same idea.
I did.
I didn't
Okay,
even
well-
check the-
I guess you can test me. I don't know.
I mean, the funny thing here is
Do you,
like,
do you feel thing-like?
Did
do you got the
did
thing
any
going on?
tentacles get you in the night? Did you feel?
Are you feeling a bit red?
And the day
Wait.
early there, I think.
Wait.
So basically,
What is red?
The things are red things in this particular version of the game.
How do you know that?
Because that's the only colour we've coded so far.
Oh,
Wow.
Is there any
Oh.
plan for thing game specific items at some point?
Possibly.
Ooh.
I'm not against that idea.
oh boy.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay, cool.
We'll start simple and go from there.
Thinking if
if
the
any-
tests are consumable, that's a bit more like. But yeah.
Ooh.
I'm thinking testing at night. I used a test at night and someone exploded in the night.
They woke up and told me to stop prodding them.
Yeah. If we're voting Asteron, should we just end the day there then?
Yeah, I've hit end day.
Oh, sorry.
7 already did. It did.
Yeah,
Yep.
but you need 75%.
yeah.
Swing the vote.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was 50%. I
Oh, move your
didn't
votes
know it
over.
was 75.
No, you need a super majority. To
You're
end
going
the
to
day
get
early.
so tested today, Asteron.
I
it's
also
like
have
an
to point
impeachment.
out that Diamond is not allowed.
Yeah, like an impeachment 3/4 majority.
So who is voting elsewhere? That's what I want to know, so that we know
That's
who to
interesting.
test tomorrow.
Who left?
I'm voting
Oh,
Samul
Rocks.
and who's voting
Rocks
Snapdragon?
and
That's
Samul and me, I think, are voting elsewhere at the moment.
Who's voting me? Ooh.
No, you're not voting elsewhere.
Oh no, Astron's voting elsewhere. Sorry, it's Astron obviously, and then Rocks. So who wants to sing us a song for the night phase?
Nobody does.
Singing isn't against the Twitch terms of service.
Twitch
Yeah,
Sings is a thing.
It
Not
was.
anymore.
But then it got tested, and
Very
Turned
good.
out it was
Very
a
good.
thing.
Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah.
Thing.
Ting tang.
Bang.
Ooh,
E.
Ooh.
ah.
Ah.
Ting.
Bad.
I'm extremely disappointed that Shane, of all people, who wanted the song, didn't join in with this.
I
Maybe he's
just
got
said
some-
other people should sing. I didn't say that I was going to.
Just as we go into the next day, we've lost Rox from voice. But hopefully she'll be back.
Okay, so something that we... No, we haven't started the day yet. I just read the thing wrong. For fuck's sake.
Are some
Hold your
warnings
horses.
on?
Probably.
Dark
Well, that was a lot of echo.
Okay, so something we didn't mention yesterday is that because only one thing happens at night, we know that between Astron and Rox, at least one of them is still a villager.
Yes. 100%. One of those is guaranteed to be a villager.
At least one, or
At least one, but we don't
okay,
know.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So,
Like,
Is there a message that comes up when you get like chosen?
yeah, you get
If you get
are a red
thinged, you'll
thing.
get a "you are a thing" message. Yeah.
All right,
Why did you
Did
get
that?
one?
because otherwise, no, I didn't. But otherwise, it would be kind of.
would it be meta to just test rocks again?
It wouldn't. Well, it's
There
It
is
wouldn't be
a
meta, but it
theory
would be
behind that.
kind of.
it's part of the game meta, but it's not like metagaming, if that makes sense.
I says diamond though.
I think to be safe, we shouldn't check rocks or me again. I mean, we can if we're kind of suspicious, but like,
Casting a
Make it
wider
even
net.
more
if-
suspicious.
I think suggesting that is
yeah, I don't know if I
Suspicious.
look suspicious now.
So
I mean,
you're
for me,
only
it's just
trusted
like-
up until the point that it goes to night. You're not trusted beyond last night.
no, but like
It's
waste.
not totally.
All right, should we just like vote random?
I
No.
think we should go for the most suspicious people. I'm
Yeah.
Well, that's probably
Uh,
me again.
That's such a good thing.
You're 50% less suspicious than you were yesterday.
Yeah.
Shane seems unwilling to volunteer himself for testing.
I don't need to. I'm a villager. There's no point in testing me.
No, but we have a free test, Shane.
It'd still be a waste of a free test.
I'm still sus of diamond, so I'll keep my vote there for the time being.
I do agree
I-
that that was a bit sus,
I
but
kind
I
of-
think Shane is more sus.
I don't know if Shane is
Fair
just
enough.
trolling with the whole like.
I'm alright with checking Shane.
How do you feel?
Why
about
not?
this, Shane?
How do you feel about being checked, Shane?
I think it's a waste of a check.
You're about to
You're
either
very
get
much
I'm
against
confirm one way or
ability.
another.
I'm not
I'm
against
happy
it.
with
I just
this
think it's
test.
a waste.
You
I'm
think
happy
we
with this
should
test.
be checking someone else?
Yeah, because I know that this is going to just show that I'm a human, and we've just wasted our free test. There's
And who
8 other
would you
people we could
test if it was your choice?
I like the idea of testing Dove.
Why?
I haven't heard much from her.
This seems kind of like a distraction, though. Like you just chose the person who was the best alternative next to you.
There's
Well,
9
it was
other
mentioned before.
alternatives. 9 alternatives that are all better.
Yes, but I mean, it's like the thing when, not that thing, the other thing. When someone basically comes online and votes the person who has like the second most votes straight away.
Well, shortly when I'm proved
in the
to
way
be right.
like
I've only
That's
noticed
fine.
two people who have actively tried to talk us out of testing them, and one of them is Shane.
I haven't tried to actively talk you out of testing me. I've just said testing me is a waste.
Who was the other one that actively tried to get them to
What
actively?
Samul just said. What Samul just said.
Mhm.
Uh,
Wait, Simul said snap. Snap move.
Snap or Samul would also be acceptable alternative non-chain tests.
I think we should
More-
probably be able to vote, not vote, test people that were tested 2 days before, but like anything before that probably just is a waste.
I mean, we have no 2 days before.
I
Well,
know that. I'm just saying for like the
every
future.
day, every day is a fresh day on testing. There's no
yeah.
there's no benefit.
Or maybe the things are gonna infect them or whatever because they know that they were tested. I don't know.
Yeah,
Any last
that-
words,
that's
Shane?
that's the game to play basically. Any last words? Yeah, I have really enjoyed my time here in the village. I'm going to continue to enjoy my time here in the village, and now that you all know that I'm human,
Okay.
we can test someone else.
Well, that's helpful at least.
Damn it.
Mm.
Shane,
The-
couldn't you
the
act
more
more
you were speaking,
trustworthy?
The more you were
I
speaking,
am-
the less I was trusting you.
I'm fine with
Okay.
checking Samul.
I-
Okay, Simul votes snap, snap
Mm.
votes Simul.
Mm.
I don't know who to join
I'm
here.
thinking Snap.
I'm thinking so.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna do the
Not
same
me.
too.
So, Rox asked her on what are your opinions, because obviously Shane we 100% trust, and we 100% trust one
Did that
of
hurt you to
Rox
say
and
that
Asteron.
you 100% trust me?
Well, I can't.
Alright, well, I'm
Can't
voting
argue with-
Snapdragon because that's what Shane said, and he's confirmed.
Wait, who did
Yeah.
Shane vote?
I am currently now voting for Snap. We know, what Snap said, that none of me, Rox, or Astron is the original thing, and we also know for certain that only one of Rox or Astron could be a thing. So
Yes.
their opinion
In-
is still somewhat
in a-
valid.
In addition, the OG thing is a very good point, because once you know who the OG thing was, or you've got suspicion on who the OG thing was, you can start to think of, okay, who would they have gone for? When would they think? When would they have infected someone? What's the
That's
meta
true.
like? So knowing that where the OG thing may have been is useful.
Okay.
No, we don't know for certain who the OG thing is. Well, we won't.
I'm
but
still struggling with that.
Who's on Samul right now?
I am on
Um,
Samul.
No,
I am on Simul.
I'm on Simul.
and Rox. Hmm.
so
I mean,
I'm
for me,
happy
like,
to go.
I'm on
Oh, no,
Snap at the
not Rox.
moment.
Char.
I'm not going to argue
Sorry.
against. I'm not going to argue against Snap, because obviously we've got a lot of confirmed people that are going for it. But I think Snap has been saying more productive things than Samul, so I'm more suspicious of Samul personally. But
I'm
And
happy with
everyone's more
either, so
naturally suspicious of Samul.
I will move over to Samul unless it looks like it's
No
going
tie,
to
no tie.
and I'll move back to Snap.
yeah, no tie.
There we go.
Yeah, ties are bad. If it's a tie, it wastes the test, right?
Yeah, it would be very,
yeah,
very
yeah.
ungood.
that's really bad.
Okay, well that's not good.
So if it ties, it goes automatically tonight.
Wait, how is Snap
Bad luck.
talking himself
I
out
don't
of
know
another
what
test?
it'll do, actually. It won't count as a test, so you'll still get, if it was the first test of the day, you'll still get a test from it. Balancing does just break things.
I mean, Simul, if you're like a human, like, you should be fine.
That's another thing that's
Samul,
making
how
me
do you
sus
feel
of
about
him.
being tested? see. Oh, okay, fine. I'm happy with this.
See, I'm interested there, but obviously I don't want to be tested because,
Why wouldn't you?
like, I
Well,
was saying
we
testing me
want
was
to get
a
a
waste,
thing at
but
this point.
I wasn't against being tested as such.
Yeah, I don't think the language there is necessarily terrible.
It's not terrible, but I'm amazed that Snap has such a silver tongue that they managed to avoid getting tested again.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's see.
I've
Let's see how this goes.
I've got that
Yeah,
niggling
maybe
at the
we
back of my
should
head now.
check them tomorrow.
We've got like 15 seconds left now. I don't
Mhm.
I mean,
run the risk of it.
checking me tomorrow if this is a human is one of the correct checks for the original thing.
Tomorrow we will have 4 things, by the way. And the day after, if we still haven't found any things, will be live luck.
If we completely screw this up, we are dead tonight.
All right, so I think we should test safe because the original can only be Kirsch's. Like Snapdragon is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By all
I think
means, test me. You will find no such thing here.
good pun. Good pun.
Good
For that, I'm going to vote you.
I'm also going to vote. No. I think vote Snap second because Snap just said there are 2 things in that pool.
At least 2.
Why are there 2 things in that pool?
That is true, right?
Why would
Because
there
there were
be
2.
less than 2?
Because there were 2. Right, okay, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I still don't get it. Can someone explain it?
Because we started testing.
Day 2, and there was a thing test, a thing convert night 1. So there are.
Oh
2
yeah, that's
things,
true. There
at
are
least
2.
Yeah.
So we have
2 things that aren't in Rox, Asteron, Shane,
and Samul.
and some more.
So
There-
we have
there-
a 1/3 chance,
Yeah,
There are at
there's-
least 2 in that group.
2/3 chance since we have 2 tests.
We want to ideally maximize it, though, right? So,
Yeah, ideally getting clear and then a thing is the best we can do. But I'd rather go with 2 high suspicions, given this is get it right or lose territory. And why is my webcam gone so fuzzy?
I mean, that doesn't matter if you get the original thing or. Like,
No, there's nothing special about getting the original.
No, I don't know that it's Snapdragon though.
I mean, nobody knows.
I don't know
guess.
that Snap should be the first test. I think Kirsch said something like, maybe try and test someone else first.
So is that you volunteering there, MK?
I'd happily volunteer.
On a normal day, I might agree with that, but we need to get it right today.
Yeah.
So We go high suspicions.
It comes down to how suspicious people's words are, right? And there
I do
was
think
some
I kind of
suspicion.
want to test Kirsch.
Okay, so Samul, if you think that, why are you? Oh wait, you're voting Kirsch.
But where does that come from? Is it just based on? I don't know.
It's hard to know. Like there's definitely two things in that pool of 5, so we need to be. I think both
Pool
our
of
tests should
6.
really go into that. Sorry, pool of 6.
Pool of
I
6.
think both of our tests go into that pool really because that's a high chance of.
There's at least 2. At least 2.
Yeah, at least.
And we've got
There's
to
2
go
in that
based on
6, and we don't know what's in the other.
got to go based on suspicions and reads and how people have been acting.
I mean,
I'm not
we kind of tested Samul on the premise that we're gonna test Snap next. On the other hand,
It's MK's pointed out that Snap has talked their way out of a
but
cast
check
iron
like 4
cell
times at this point.
twice. Three
Also,
times.
like they have given us the list of places where the things could be and all that. They have been useful.
They have been useful, and
Have been useful.
Dove and Town are the two who have been sort of like making use of flying under the radar and asking
that's
interesting
not true.
questions.
I have talked
Uh,
on Snap. Sorry,
do
but
agree.
that's not true.
That's a lot of defensiveness I'm detecting, Town.
Yeah, because you're in the same pool.
I'm in the
So
same pool, but there are
Yes.
people who I trust in this pool, and there are people who I don't necessarily trust in this pool.
Yeah, but I think
The
putting
nature of your questions
flying
are
under the radar is kind of like
something not adding up on Town.
I think you're making a move because like you're probably.
I was about to say no
Test.
balance. I was about to move to Dove then, but
Okay, well, I prefer Dove, I think. So if you want to move to Dove,
well, no balance. And
Yeah.
I'm following you because I've
although
got.
I think Balance won't actually waste a test. I think it'll just give us another 3 minutes a day, but
I think it will. I'm not sure.
because it doesn't raise a event that adds the tests done counter. So we'll just get it won't do anything.
No, I think it will go tonight because I'll think
Yes.
about it.
Aha,
Good.
Dove water.
Look, can we know?
Cool.
That's good.
You can go for the next one.
A question here: do we still get a free lynch because the first lynch was successful, or
Nope.
if we fuck it up now, we fuck it up?
Now,
If
now
we
we
go
have to
fuck it
find
up goes tonight. But it's not get it right or lose territory
Not a bad thing
anymore.
now,
It
yeah.
will be 5v4 tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I still think
Yeah.
the second test has to come out of that pool of 6, though, just because.
Yeah, because there's still at least one.
Yeah.
Let's see, because who was reluctant to vote on Dove?
There's
Who did vote?
I've been voting
I
Dove.
still
since-
think Town threw Dove under the bus at the last possible moment there.
That's
Yeah,
not true.
that's
All
just
the
my
3
theory.
votes were after we kind
just
of.
going to scroll back to see when the votes were.
I was not reluctant. That's not true though.
Charcat was constantly on me and didn't even switch, but then Town switched right at the very end.
That's not.
That
That's not
is-
true. If you check those 3 votes from Kirsch, from Shane, and from me, that's within seconds. Like saying that I switched last is like saying
Yeah, but like Shane and Mark actually were saying like they wanted to switch to Dove.
yeah. So
Yeah, I don't.
The moderator
see anything wrong
messages
with.
should say the time. Because it may have
Sorry,
been
but
later.
This last time to switch is like really, really weak, and I think it's Samul and MK because they both have been pushing me quite hard.
Not really quite hard, only for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah,
When
Roxanne,
suddenly you woke up and
Snap-
decided
Snap who has been wanting to check
to defend
Dove
yourself.
since very early.
I don't think I woke up. I think I talked more than you, MK, for like the whole game. You just woke up when you were in the list of the 6
No.
players.
No, I was talking from the beginning, and I have a theory. I think Char is a recruit as well. But that's just my theory.
I literally said you guys can test me. I don't care. I think.
Yeah, did you say that before or after you were recruited?
I said that from the beginning of the game.
It is true. Char has
That's
been
my point.
volunteering himself. Yeah.
Since the beginning of the game, though, if you said that before you've been recruited, it doesn't quite have the same weight, does it? You've not said that at the start of every day, is my point.
I think Snap's probably fine.
Yeah, same.
So
Yeah.
I'd go with MK at the moment. I think Char, MK, or Town, or Kirsch.
I don't know. For me, it's just very weird.
Don't
Like, I
tie it though.
think-
Don't tie it.
I don't know
Did-
where this that I didn't contribute and fly under the radar come from.
I'm not
because
saying
I
you
was
didn't
one of the
contribute. I think you
most active
contributed.
voters.
But your questions just raise suspicion in me.
Yeah. I agree with MK's suspicions here as well.
Fine.
Why Samul there?
I'm just offended by the fact that you kind of said that I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
contribute, which
You
is
did.
just. I don't like.
No,
that.
Char, we don't.
Oh, okay. Then
But
I'm fine.
Don't
tomorrow
worry,
we will.
We'll be way
Me.
for thin edge tomorrow, but it was way for thin edge today.
You're
Yeah.
guilty now.
How many verified villagers have we had at some point?
So-
Like,
We
who's
had
been verified
4.
at some point?
We've had 4 over the course of 5. 4.
It must be 4, right? Because we've
Oh,
had
awesome.
2 days.
Oh, that
Oh,
was,
nice.
That means that MK is probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember though that the most recently recruited thing does not know the rest of the things. So if MK was recruited last night, for example. we're
Okay,
gonna
so now it
continue
could be
pounding Town.
now it could be
That's
anybody.
true.
Well, I mean, it could be anyone, yeah.
But
But
it could
equally-
also be the people who were trying not to get town.
Yeah, equally, the
tested.
original
Yeah.
thing could still well be alive. Like, Kirsch could have been the original thing, and Town and Dove were recruits. So this doesn't narrow down that original pool of 6 isn't still valid.
There's still chances for people in that pool, but I'm saying that the things at this point would have gone into the
Yeah, now they
been
have
tested.
an equal chance as anyone else.
Who was trying to save Town? I think it might be Shane.
I actually didn't vote for Town because I found MK more sus.
I don't
Well,
know.
actually, I wanted to vote Charcat.
Char and Rox are now in my
What?
scopes. But
I think Shane thinks things through similar to me, and I voted for Town because he was suspicious, and then you were pushing on MK, not Town, right, Shane?
I was wanting to test MK, yeah.
Whatever you do, just don't balance it.
Yeah, don't tie ever.
I mean, if you test me, we will go tonight, but it's not the end of the world that happening now. How many things do we have? We have 2 things alive currently,
2.
right? So we're in a lot safer position now when we get this wrong.
Yeah,
if you
there are
test me.
two things.
But Char, yeah, we've got Char as another option.
Yeah, then
Well,
you
maybe
guys
Rox
can
actually.
clear me, which would be nice.
I'm looking
I
at the votes and thinking we're really scattering the pigeons at this point.
I think
Like,
Rox.
The thing is, now
candidates-
everyone can be testable.
These candidates for things are really voting all over the place.
Samu is probably fine because they were the first to vote on Town after Diamond got lynched.
That's correct.
Kirsch
I think
followed. Rox voted me first. So, fuck you. Here, have a vote.
Yeah, I think Rox would make a good recruit in
Yeah.
the verified pool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not
the last,
voting
the
you,
last
Char.
to vote on Town was Charcat. So, Charcat is also a fine vote.
I think
Which
we
is
might get
where-
another test if we vote.
Where my vote
I mean,
was.
I never put that much thought into my votes, so
I mean,
sure, why
I think
not?
going for one of the earlier testable, like either Rox or Asteron, is
Yeah.
probably a safe recruit.
I
Now,
would-
a couple of days in.
I also encourage
Well,
to put
well,
more thought into your
Rox.
votes in future.
No. I didn't mean to tie it.
Does things explode if we tie?
But we don't want to tie.
Tying
You-
doesn't specifically do anything, I don't think.
Given that Char could tie here to try and save their skin and moved away
Not
from
going
me
to.
to do it, I think people should move off Char onto rocks.
Yeah, I think Char
I'm a
didn't
rock.
tie when he could have, so I think, yeah, rocks. Let's go with that.
I don't know. I'll trust your strategy. I'm an intuitive player, not a logical one.
We found that out last night for sure.
Yeah, I think you're into.
The bomb's definitely going off on day 6.
Oh,
cool.
wow.
Wow.
Ooh, this is
So
good.
there's what,
right.
one left?
So can we now finally
Yeah.
assume that I am not a thing?
Maybe.
Maybe.
That's a bold claim.
You've been
If only
instrumental.
if we had gotten the free test wrong, then we could have at least verified somebody, and then if we got all the others right,
Yeah.
then we would know, like...
Yeah, that's why I say you try to use the free tester.
But we're in a really, really safe position now, because even if we do now test a villager, it's just going tonight with one thing. Like, there's only one thing alive now.
So we have 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's
But it,
considerably safer than we started today.
Yeah.
that's the strongest you can ever be at.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Who didn't move?
Thing mode definitely needs its own custom execution messages.
Yes, well, I
agree.
said you are probably fine.
But is that because Samul knows all the things?
And it's just
He has forced
They're
him.
just baiting
Alright,
Push
yeah,
them massively.
I didn't move to
I want to-
Charcat. I mean, I didn't
So-
move to Rocks, but you can
Astral
test
too.
me if you want. Because we're at a safe
I've-
position right now.
I've never been tested. Snap's never been tested. Who else has never been tested?
I've never.
Charcat.
MK.
I have not
No,
been tested, but
MK also hasn't been tested.
I thought
Of
Char
the-
had been tested.
I could be trying to blaze out the rest of my team.
The majority of the village is untested now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Only Samu, Esther, and Estron are tested. Wait, and
So-
and
I've
and
been
Shane.
tested.
And Shane.
Char was fairly, I think, not. They were willing to be tested.
Alright, I can be tested if you want,
Yeah.
but
I think you're my highest suspicion now.
I really want to
So-
test Mark, though.
I refute you to my behaviour for the rest of the.
I know
Right.
that. But
Samul, I just random
I
voted.
really
I don't know.
like testing.
You're on the top, so...
Estron is top of my sus list.
Let's do
Yeah,
test
top
driven
of mine. In fact,
Alright, well,
So-
just know that tomorrow we're gonna have to look for 2 things then.
Yep, that's true. If you're a villager,
Back of my mind, is Shane doing a really good job of diverting us?
is he bust
Shane has
his
been known to
team?
do that.
Oh God. Oh, thanks, Char.
How are you sort of MK? So
Why MK?
MK pushed
MK,
my
why
town.
MK?
it's because they haven't been talking much. If there's another reason why I shouldn't be, then I'll move off of them.
The whole town MK thing kind of puts MK in a
Honestly, I
positive
would
light.
probably vote for me.
Yeah, strong to say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I'm pretty
Yeah, that's
suspicious,
right.
not gonna lie.
hate when people.
On
say
the
that
other
for
hand,
last 30
like-
seconds of the day.
Yeah,
I'm not
is
switching
is
out.
that a double bluff?
Wait, I'm gonna be the only person to be tested twice.
I thought for sure I'd be recruited.
Yeah, Asteron does seem like an obvious choice there, but
Are you
is it
seriously gonna
too
test me a
obvious?
third time?
No, I don't. No, I think it's too obvious. Let me finish what I was saying. I think it's too obvious.
Too obvious to go for Asteron again.
Yeah.
That kind of makes me want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
just
check
don't think they
Shane.
would.
I also want to check Shane because I
we've also
think
got-
he's.
For the memes.
I think they would have gone into one of the verified pool.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
No tie, no tie.
Yeah, no tie.
I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
go
hold
with
on,
one
hold
maybe.
on.
He hasn't been tested
I
yet.
have to check when everybody was tested. So
I
we had,
was tested day 2.
Yes.
yeah,
No, day
so,
3.
so we had Rox
Day
test.
3.
Yeah. So, Samul, the fact that Shane is verified is precisely the reason I want to
Alright,
get
this
him.
is the free test, so I
Yeah.
think it would actually be smarter to vote for like the person that you sus like second most.
Yes.
Either MK or Astron then.
I'd-
for
Right?
me,
Yeah, because
I'd like to use.
because
I think
I
not
thought-
Asteron. Asteron seems too obvious. I don't think you'd do that.
well, they might have known that you would have thought that it would be too obvious.
But see, I don't think that. So my working theory is that it's Charcat, and I don't think Charcat would recruit me or Asteron. I think Charcat would recruit someone who he thinks could
Still think
be more devious, and I think he would recruit someone like Samul or Shane. Hmm.
why do people always think I'm smarter than I am?
it's
It's
not
the voice.
a bad
It
thing
makes
to
you
have.
sound smart.
I would
Yeah.
never think of that, I swear.
I'm happy to test Shane.
MK
Yeah.
has persuaded me that Char's worth getting for a first test, but I would like to get Shane afterwards.
Yeah, I'm fine with it,
Sure.
but
You're always
Saying.
fine with it. That's the problem.
I still think Mark needs testing.
no tie, no tie.
It's
And
Still
Shane's
no tie.
casually defending Char there.
No, not defending
Right.
Char. I'm voting Char. I think we should definitely test Char, but I do think Mark needs testing as well. I think the things are likely to recruit people who know the game. So I know that puts me into the pool as well, but I think me and Mark are both high quality candidates for being
I guess
recruited.
yeah, that's
I
true.
think I helped more yesterday to get rid of all the things than you did.
Yeah,
To be fair,
you
I
did.
can't actually remember you being disruptive, but I think you've been
I haven't been
helpful.
disruptive.
I think you've been changed. I'm not sure when, but I think you are. They've gone into the pool of verified people, and you're one of them. So I'm happy
Maybe,
that
but not me. I think they probably have. We know they've got into that pool because Rox was tested, right? So
yeah.
And that's
so
why
they're
I'm
definitely
voting
thinking
Shane.
that logic.
Well,
That's also why I will continue voting Shane.
I want to vote Shane after because I'm more I'm more sure about him. So I actually want to use the second test on him. I want to use the first test on someone that I'm not so sure about.
Makes sense.
Why would you say that?
Tell us. Oh no!
Yes, and that's why I want to vote Shane.
And I was obvious.
Well, at least we used the free
That's
test, so we
something
can
we'll say
confirm
about me.
them.
Ah,
I do think Kirsch is a
Samu
good
makes
person
a
to check.
point. Samu makes a point.
For that to be true, I did that at the last possible moment, ventured it without having to
might
say
not
anything,
have known who your things were. Like,
and
there's
then
always a
went on to
possibility.
eliminate all the others.
But
That's
like
just
they
bad.
would know
I
their
would know
recruit,
who's suspicious.
and they would know their recruiter.
Oh,
So
this
they
is the
could vote
point
with them.
anyway, because we still
So
have.
what if
only
Shane and
two
Mark
things
are things
alive,
together?
right? There's only 2 things alive, so it doesn't matter tonight. That we'll have 3 tomorrow, and that's fine. but tomorrow we'll be on the same deal we were yesterday, where we have to get it right. I think the people that have never been tested at all are definitely worth keeping in mind.
Which is where
What night were
That's
you
just
recruited?
three
Yeah,
of
Shane?
the
well,
people here
testing
are.
doesn't
Kirsch.
really mean anything at this point.
I've not been recruited.
There has been practically been a reset, to be honest. Like, because we went
Yeah,
with
there's only
one
one
thing.
thing
Yeah,
yesterday.
So
by the end of the day,
we can
yeah.
basically start anew with
It's basic.
Charket.
It's a
Yeah,
new
so the
game
only person that's confirmed is Charket.
Yeah.
at the moment. Yeah.
We can't confirm it's a new original thing.
It might
I
be
guess,
the
yeah,
original
okay, yeah.
original
The new original, I said.
in a pool of 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another pool of 6 because we're smaller now because 3 people died. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how you say it's a new original thing, but
No. We have actually 2 in the pool of 6.
There's 2 and 6.
So we have a
Who's on
2/3
Kirsch at the
chance of
moment?
getting a thing every day.
I'm on Kirsch.
You're on Kirsch.
I'm
Samuel's
on
Kirsch,
Shane. I think
I'm on Kirsch.
and Char is on Kirsch. Oh, that's interesting.
So I've read some rules. I understand why Shane is voting for me. I don't know why Char's voting for me.
Just a
gut
gut feeling. I don't know. I don't really have much to go off of, to be honest.
And Samul said,
But you trust Shane over me.
I mean, I don't know.
I think
It's just
no one's really trustworthy here, other than right now.
Charket.
Char.
Yo,
Yeah, Char's the most confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, the only confirmed. Everyone else is.
Yeah, because Astron, we only had one village check from yesterday, and Astron could have been recruited. But
Yeah.
so Char is the only.
yeah. So nobody's really confirmed except Char.
No.
Yeah. It's how ballsy the thing was if they would go for Asteron again.
Yeah.
I need to try and keep my voice down because I've just gone to bed.
oh,
Nice.
wow.
never mind. I was wrong.
Put that there to start with.
Somewhat agreeing
Okay,
with you
so
there.
who else do we sus?
Samul and Snap and Asteron for me. But
Asteron.
I mean,
Wow.
I
that
stayed
down.
on Shane until the very end.
Asteron was defended by Shane as well. He would actually. He did go. Nah, they wouldn't do that. That's too
Yeah.
obvious.
I don't know why I'm always the suspicious one.
To be fair, it's less you being suspicious today, and it's more the fact that Shane was quite adamant that it wasn't going to be you.
I guess I'm
But
getting
the-
tested a 3rd time.
But it's the fact that I'm suspicious of Samul as well.
I'm wondering if
Well,
Samul just got
I would
his
vote for
wires-
'Cause he
Samul,
said-
but I don't want to balance.
Yeah, I'm going back to how Shane was acting about Samul, acting about Asteron.
Asteron.
So that's why I'm going there.
What do you think, Snap?
I am deciding. Like, Astron stayed on Shane. Same with MK, same with me, and same with Kirsch.
Yeah, I started on Shane to begin with.
Yeah. So I am not entirely sure of that, looking at strictly at the votes.
Sorry, I missed that. Can you say that again?
Astron was one of the 4 who stayed on data.
And I was one
Right.
of the first 3 to vote on him.
But Astron wouldn't know that Shane recruited him.
Oh, I wouldn't. That's
You don't.
true.
It's not
That's
a
true
Mason.
because I was confirmed. I was confirmed yesterday,
Yeah, you were 100%
so
village
I wouldn't
yesterday.
know yet.
And earlier on today, Shane was like, no. They won't go for Astron. And
Or wait, is the message similar to like the vampire where it tells you like you belong to me now? Or is it like
That is a bit
That's-
meta.
it's
I guess it is, but
It's incredibly meta.
it could be very cleverly meta as well.
Samu, I disagree. I could technically be the original. Astrong was asking what kind of recruit message the thing gets.
Yeah. So,
well, by what I've heard, I can assume that it doesn't tell you who recruited you.
like,
So when you scroll up and see the message that you got for when you got recruited, what does it say?
Wow. Okay.
it's a
I'm not
role.
voting anyway at the moment.
Okay.
Just to put this to bed, it's a role assignment text.
I don't want anything close to a balance, so I'll vote not Charkat, MK,
Okay.
as not as a vote of I don't agree with Estron Lynch,
Yeah,
but I don't want to bring it too close to a balance.
I'm kind of yeah. It's not my independent logic. I'm trusting other players' logic at this point. But yeah.
Okay, can I please stop getting tested?
What are the chances that Astron got recruited last night?
I would totally have
boy.
done it.
That would seem like really memey. I would probably do that too.
So there are two things right now, right?
There are two things.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I've never been tested. Snap's never been tested. MK's never been tested. I think the other three have been tested. Correct?
Other four.
Been
yeah.
tested, yeah.
Estron
Someone
has
and I have been tested.
multiple times
who
over.
was the other person who was tested?
I was tested.
Yeah.
I think it is Snap's turn already.
I mean, you can check me, but you'll find nothing.
All right. Well, that's why we have a free test.
I think it's Samul.
I do too, but I'm voting for you because free test. It's better to, like,
You
better to
didn't vote
it's
Shane
better to confirm
yesterday,
somebody.
and you
Yeah,
put
actually.
on Mark.
I did.
No, Samul did.
Oh,
Samul was asking why I'm voting him.
I'm very trusting of MK and Snap, but I would like to get verification on one of you. I think Samul is my biggest actual suspicion.
yeah, but we should probably do the person that we're like second most suspicious of first because of the free test.
Right. Samul yesterday was On me and
Mainly
Shane.
focused.
What reasons do they have?
Everyone's like really divided on who they sus.
Speak, MK. You've not spoken for a while. I've seen you've put stuff
I'm
in chat.
thinking. Ah.
Aha, frustrating thing. Sorry, I didn't even notice that.
Hmm. Hmm. See, you say that I'm quiet, but relatively, there's a bit of clamming up coming from you as well, Kirsch, and that's not helping my brain.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. I am thinking.
Hmm.
What I'm thinking is like the number of people that have. Has there been a jump to Snap going, oh yeah, that's safe, let's pile on there.
Yeah. And then potentially wasting a test, which could be useful.
That's right. Running out of time. If I think it's correct to test within the 3 that haven't been tested.
Yes. That way, okay, yeah, I shouldn't have said it like that.
Which means
Oh,
you
wow.
shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it like that.
Well,
I'm wondering if Snap turns out to be human, then does that mean we wasted? Oh crap!
yes, you will very much waste it.
It's not wasted
actually-
because
Well,
you know,
because now
Well,
you're going to waste
it's
the test
free,
on me.
so-
yeah, it's free.
Oh.
So now we listen to Snap's judgment and we put more weight on it.
By Snap's judgment, though, by
You
Snap's
shouldn't
judgment,
have said that.
let's clarify. By Snap's judgment, it's not just me, right? So it's me or Kirsch.
No, that is some bull's logic. I don't have any
That's-
logic at the moment.
I think there's a real change in behavior here, and that's yeah. I'm willing to vote Kirsch too. Some more. I'm willing to support your theory.
Oh, don't
No,
balance though.
no,
Don't balance.
No,
No balance.
balance.
I am more willing
What
to
else
vote.
vote Kirsch?
It's
What-
well, it's not me, and this will be game ending. So no.
Hmm.
I think MK has just done a huge 180 on that.
I don't know though.
Surely
What
I
terrible
have
logic.
the self-awareness to know.
As
that
I
didn't push
I
hard.
You
said,
probably
I
don't
s-
want to. You don't want to do that because it'll be easy to balance.
Hmm.
That's right.
Oh,
like I was going
guess
on
we'll
about
vote
balance
MK then,
with
unless
only one
somebody
thing.
votes Kirsch.
No,
Snap, do you spot any other inconsistencies with Kirsch at the moment?
No.
Hmm.
So either Kirsch was the original sin, or,
He's
thing.
staying so quiet. He's not even justifying like he usually does.
I'm
Usually
letting
we get
you
like
speak.
a whole long justification as to why it's me, but no, it's just
So-
let the votes roll.
The 2 people I'm most suspicious are of you and Samul. Samul for yesterday, you for how easy you seem to be flip-flopping. Samul, I
I
think,
am
was
willing
also
to check MKJV.
doing a little bit of a weird...
Okay, let's think worst case scenario then. So worst case scenario, I turn out to be human, and then
Oh, we've lost.
how many? Then we still have 2.
But-
We haven't lost, have we? Because then we're 1, 2. Oh no,
There's
yeah, we
2.
have lost. Crap.
Yeah, there too. Yeah.
So that we lose.
Let's not lose.
Yeah. How about we don't? How about we don't do that?
If we don't want to do that,
If MK is a thing, when was he converted? Because
yeah, that's a good
They
question.
could only be last
Because
night
then-
converted.
MK helped to...
Why only?
He-
Wait, were you?
He did,
tested?
he did help on a killing spree.
Yeah.
That
And
doesn't
they
mean
were
he
also-
would have been converted after that.
But Samul was very anti-Shane. anti-testing of Shane, I should say.
Was he?
Yes.
I don't remember that. That's interesting.
I think it was between Asteron and Samul yesterday for me. I went with Asteron because of how much Shane was doing. Like, oh no, you'd never go there again. And then it's like, oh.
So who are your other susses then, Kirsch? Samul, me?
It was... The reason why I'm suspicious of you and Kate is because how much you
That
flip-flop.
wasn't my question. That wasn't my question, Kirsch. Who are your
It's-
other
it-
susses?
You and Samul are my top two susses at the moment.
Okay.
Also, Charles gone quiet.
Char has gone quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, fuck. Is it Char?
I just don't really have much to say.
That was fun.
Wait,
I think we're just waiting for... Is there a reason why we're not all dead?
Maybe it takes a delay like it does with I'm pretty sure there's a delay like with the werewolf games too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there we go.
oh,
Ah!
of course it was
Hi.
Kirsch.
Yeah.
And it was
Who got
Asteron.
recruited last night?
So what was the
I
recruitment
know.
order? Thank you for the recruit.
I got tested so many times, and then the last day they recruited me.
Or some more?
I can give the first few. I recruited Dove first. Like I was the first thing, and then we recruited Rocks, and then we recruited Kirsch, and then Kirsch killed us all, and the rest.
Then Kirsch recruited me and immediately put me up for testing. I said, "Oh, Shane."
That was a smart move.
What the fuck, Mark? What the actual fuck?
I think that probably saved your team. It didn't save you, unfortunately, but it saved your team.
I like this game mode. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I was basically waiting with the print screen until it's nightfall, the day he lynched me. So there will be better screenshots, but that's kind of him when he noticed that. Oh,
As
shit,
Mark
that's
realises
the
he's just
wrong
been
channel.
lynching every single thing in the game. Shit.
I had to go full thing extermination then. You don't do it by half.
I want the VOD of this because like your face was priceless the moment you saw that your thing. Like, oh,
Yeah, it was. That
Just
was a
so that
fun
people
game,
know
though.
what it looks like when you're recruited.
That was fun.
is that you just get a message at the end of the night saying you're now a thing.
Yeah.
You don't get told anything else. One thing I will say, as dead people, I think maybe it would be nice if we could actually still see what was going on, like who's being recruited, who's what chat's happening, even if we can't partake, because the dead is only things. So
True. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Did you
it
in
might be
that
nice
game?
to see that.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Did you see that game?
No, when I was dead, I saw exactly nothing.
Oh, you didn't
So
see
the
my
message-
typing.
No.
The messages are doubled.
Oh.
See, I didn't, but I guess is that because I never got to go tonight or anything like that?
When you press the convert button, there are always two messages.
There you go, Shane.
Oh, so you could see us saying everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see the dead people chat. All the red thing dead people.
Okay, but we couldn't see your chat. Right, okay, yeah, that was reported last night.
Yeah, it probably should be the other way around.
Did you see me chatting, though? Because after Dove said, who's going to line up in front of the boss, I said something after that. Or do you only see people who were there before you?
Oh, no, I saw your chat as well.
Okay,
But
right.
I also saw this, which just made me make another face. Thankfully, the webcam was off at that moment.
Oh shit, that's problematic.
I had to take 5 seconds to compose myself before I switched it on that morning. That was. Yeah.
I just always love that whole thing when you're the fresh thing and you're going guns blazing, like, yes, we found a thing. Yes, we found a thing. We keep finding these fucking things. Stop it. It's like, yes, we've just eliminated all the things except me. Fuck.
You can't stop using logic at that point. You have to follow it through.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
Because otherwise,
I forgot to double down on the thing about Astron being the almost guaranteed recruit on that last day as well. That might have helped us, but never mind.
Oh, I would accuse you of throwing him under the bus then at that point, like I did with Shane, and I would have got you tested the day after.
I mean, you just.
But by that time,
you just lined me up in front of the bus, like tied me to it or something. Like, Shane, he's definitely a thing.
Trust me, I know.
Want to be the actual original thing by wiping out everything else. Let's go for it.
If I don't start as the original thing, well, I'm just going to wipe all previous things off. Rewrite history so that I'm the original.
It's a legitimate strategy. It's fine.
Future things will never know the history of Town, Rocks, and Dove as being things, and they'll just know about the sacrificial Shane.
Yes.
There's something quite beautiful about that. Like, your team can come back from an almost, like, the precipice.
I mean,
yeah.
That is what happened, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun mode to play every once in a while. It can get a little bit samey, I guess, because there is, there's not that many interactions and stuff. But
that there's no real killing going on, and
we're only killing things.
That any new recruit won't know who the things are until nightfall.
It makes it interesting.
Yeah, cool.
That makes a very interesting day phase.
Yeah. If I
noticed today.
If MK had managed to get Astron killed, that would have put it down to the 5 players were at sudden death, only a single test. And I think that actually is fine. Yeah. So how do people feel about the balance? The free tests?
It felt good.
I mean,
it felt good. It felt a lot better than the other night. The other night was brutal. Tonight felt winnable.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there were moments where it was definitely stuff going on. Words, I can't.
Words are hard.
Things happen, and things existed.
Things happen. People get lynched.
Things won.
Things exploded.
We should check what does happen in the case of a balance, because I think it will just do nothing, and we'll just get another round of testing.
I mean, then we should continue balancing until the balancing runs out.
Well, then there could be an infinite game.
Yeah.
I think balancing just should do something like you threw away a test or something.
Yeah.
I think that's what it should do, because then there will be no risk of Because
then there is a strategy then for the things to accidentally balance.
Yes. We'll check that. Sorry, just checking something. We could write a test for this, but if it's tied, it will go to night.
Okay, right.
So if you balanced it,
It would just go immediately tonight, even on the first test.
yeah,
No,
it won't even.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it will just, you would, even if it was your free test, it would go to night.
That's a very interesting strategy then.
I mean, that's a ballsy strategy if the things pull it off, but
I think I'm okay with that being the case.
yeah, I think we'll leave that like that for now. I'm probably not going to do any more coding tonight. It's midnight, so I might kill the stream there. If there's a list of things to do in the thing channel, I'll mop up the basic things. Oh, I need to stop saying the bloody.
I mean, you've got a lot of general tidying up there, like that thing execution strategy is full of junk, things like that.
Oh yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of tidy up like on the front end so that there are no sharp edges. But then
front end wise, it felt fine. Like, I think there's obviously the bugs of things being able to dead things being able to talk to the living things, but I think that's probably the wrong way round. I think that should be the other way round.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, I could tweak a few things there. The thing about playing the thing is you realise how often you say the word thing in the English language when you're describing things.
It's going to be really good for the language skills. To find so many more specific words.
Absolutely. Get that vocabulary up and stop calling things things.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I think I can tidy a few things up and then endeavour to get that into the shop.
He said things again.
So I've put a couple of things. I put a couple of
items?
Stuff in the thing channel. I can't think of anything else that is immediately broken.
Oh, it seems good. Yeah.
Living things can hear dead things. The hive mind lives on.
Good shout on the starting game message.
Yeah.
I encourage people to stream a few games of that because that was very entertaining from my perspective. I know it's easy to say that when you win, but good game, well played, and thank you for playing, everybody.
Oh, this was funny.
Thank you for hosting.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for nothing. You fucking recruited me and then immediately murdered me. Oh, Shed's very sus. He must have been converted ages ago. No, you fucker, I was converted this morning. You know this.
Totally worth it.
The thing that matters is I'm on the winning team.
That's one thing I didn't know. What was the immediate reaction in the graveyard when... Did you go, so who is it?
So let me go find that. So I was just sad face, and then Dove was like, Kirsch is fucking ruthless. He's assassinated us all. Yeah, give me a second. There's some good stuff to screenshot here.
Oh boy.
Oh, that was fun. ending stream.